everyone. I'm getting ready to do light path number 5, messages for January 2020. Okay, so I'm calling on my elevated ancestors, spiritual guides, angels, all that are protecting me, watching over me. I pray that I'm a good conduit for message, and I also pray that the highest of good, the messages that are to your highest of good, resonate with those that are actually able to receive the message and understand the message to be for them. Okay, so this is for life path number 5, messages for January 2020. Okay, Holy Spirit, spiritual guides, and angels, do you have any messages for life path number 5 for January 2020? Spiritual guides and angels, do you have any messages for life path number 5, January 2020? Those with life path number 5, do you have any messages for those 5s for January 2020? Do you have any messages for life path number 5 for January 2020? Those with life path number 5. Do you have any messages for January 2020? And those with life path number 5, do you have any messages for life path number 5 for January 2020? So grateful for all of your messages, Holy Spirit, spiritual guides, and angels. Do you have any messages for life path number 5 for January 2020? Movement, choices, and decisions. So there's getting ready to be some type of decision you're getting ready to make in January. So let's find out more about that. We have movement, choices, and decisions for life path number 5 for January 2020. What other messages do you have for life path number 5 for January 2020? Looking for messages for life path number 5 for January 2020. Do you have any messages for life path number 5 for January 2020? Holy Spirit, spiritual guides, and angels. Messages for life path number 5 for January 2020. Messages for life path number 5 for January 2020. Okay, choose wisely. So this is looking like, I forget what other number had both of these cards. I want to say both in the same reading. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look, but movement, choices, and decisions, and choose wisely. There's a choice that's coming up, maybe several choices that are coming up, and Spirit is asking you to choose wisely, to really sit and think about these choices and things that are coming up for you for life path number 5. What other messages do you have for life path number 5 for January 2020? Holy Spirit, spiritual guides, and angels. So grateful for all of your messages. What other messages do you have for life path number 5 for January 2020? Okay, we have, oh my goodness, I just want to say these are like so similar. I got to go back and look. But trapped in fear. So there is something that you've been thinking about, because mental conflict has also come out. There's a lot of contemplation going on. You're in your thoughts about a lot. And then solar plexus. So this is something dealing with your self-worth and having to make some decisions around that. Okay? Um, hmm. You know, you, life path number fives, the decision is, could be about a living situation. It could also be about where you want to move to. If you're something where you want to move to, or some place that you want to travel to and move to. And there's a fear of the change of it, what it would mean for you to make this change. Okay, so we're gonna get some clarity on this, because this is pretty transformative for you, whatever this is. So we're gonna movement, choices, and decisions. So Holy Spirit, spiritual guides, and angels, please give me some clarity on movement, choices, and decisions for life path number 5 for January 2020. Why is movement, choices, and decisions here for life path number 5 for January 2020? Holy Spirit, spiritual guides, and angels, why is movement, choices, and decisions here for life path number 5 for January 2020? Where did you go, you little slimy sucker? Okay, the Hermit card. So there is there's a level of contemplation and going inward that's going to be required for you to be able to make a decision about something that's coming forward. And these movement, choices, and decisions, it's a lot of there's a lot of things involved here. It's dealing with money, love and romance, growth, possibly some travel. Like it's all of these things combined in one. It depends on whatever your situation is of what it is. But there is a huge decision that you are getting ready to make in January of 2020. And it's going to require you to go inward and really think about this. Okay? And figure out the best way to make whatever decision it is that you have to make. Because when you do make this decision, things are going to move rather quickly. But you're all in your head about it. You know, you've been thinking a lot about how the outcome will be, if you're even worth it, you know. If you you know what, just trying to figure things out. You're all in your head, and you might even be blocking some of your blessings by being in your head more than actually making some things happen. But let's get some more clarity. We have the Hermit card with movement, choices, and decisions. What else do you want to tell about this movement, choices, and decisions card, Holy Spirit? What other messages do you have about movement, choices, and decisions with this Hermit card? What other messages do you have about movement, choices, and decisions with this Hermit card for life path number 5 for January 2020? Tell me about this Hermit card with movement, choices, and decisions. Movement, choices, and decisions for life path number 5. What else do you want to tell about this situation for life path number 5s for movement, choices, and decisions? movement, choices, and decisions for life path number 5 for January 2020. Have any messages about life path number 5 or any more messages about the Hermit card? Thank you. Ace of Wands. So there is a passionate new beginning coming towards you, full speed ahead, right? And it could have you a bit nervous, could make you have a little bit of anxiety about it, right? But you do know that it's something coming towards you, of a decision that you do have to make. And there could be a variety of decisions that you have to make. Now, this could also be in a love not necessarily a love situation, but a sensual, sexual type of situation where you have to make a decision about where you want to take it. This is not for all fives, but this wand energy is also highly sensual, a lot of heat added to this, a lot of sensual, hot energy added to this. So there could be a situation where you are in contemplation mode about a sexual type of romantic, sexual, fast thing moving towards you. And you have choices about it. You have a choice, or you have several choices in this matter. You may even have several people that you are possibly dealing with, or you're possibly interested in, or possibly interested in you in a sexual and sensual way, and you're having to make some choices about it, right? Whatever it is, it has you in your head for sure. It has you in your head. At the bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Swords. So this could also be a third-party situation, because we have this choose wisely with all these choices. You could have, like, choices, okay? And it has you all in your head. You might be trying to figure out who is the right choice. Or it could be the other way around, where someone is putting you in this situation of wanting to see if you are the right choice for them, and putting you in like a third-party situation. But let's get some more clarity on this. Choose wisely. Holy Spirit, for life path number 5s, why is this choose wisely card here? For life path number 5s for January 2020. Why is this choose wisely card here? Yes, okay, so there is an opportunity for love, like true, beautiful love, right? There's an opportunity where you could be wanting to give love to a particular person, but there's a choice and a decision you have to make, and it looks like it could be one situation dealing with more of a sexual, really amazing sexual encounter or chemistry or interaction, and another interaction that is highly based on love. Doesn't mean it doesn't have that chemistry, but it's very different from another situation, right? And so you are going inward and having to make a decision on somebody. You're making a decision about what is better for you, right? But you have this Queen of Cups here, this Queen of Cups energy. So there is someone wanting to give you a lot of love, or vice versa. But there is some type of divide, or something that's not clear completely on what you want to do, and you're all in your thoughts about it. There's a huge fear about it. You know, it could also be about commitment, and a fear of commitment versus having free sexual fun, right? Let's get some more clarity on choose wisely. Tell me more about this choose wisely card, Holy Spirit. Tell me more about this Choose Wisely card for life path number 5 for January 2020 with the Queen of Cups. Tell me more about this Choose Wisely card with the Queen of Cups for life path number 5. Yes, so there's an opportunity for some type of stability here, okay? But there is something that you're going to have to cut out. And this could be like a third-party situation or having to make a final decision about something. And it has you all in your head. It has you all in your head about it. You know, you're fearful about making the wrong decision. There's a mental conflict about, you know, what should you do, you know, and there's a self-worth thing here. Okay, listen. This could be a situation where you are being taught lessons about your self-worth. And if something really is the better thing for you, right? It could be a situation versus true love or amazing sex. And you're having to choose, and your self-worth is on the line here. And Spirit is telling you that you know your worth and you know what you deserve, but you could be battling sex versus love. Okay. So let's find out about Trapped in Fear. Why is this Trapped in Fear card here for life path number 5 for January 2020? Why is this Trapped in Fear card here for life path number 5 for January 2020? Why is this Trapped in Fear card here for life path number 5 for January 2020? Thank you. Yes. So you are standing your ground with something, dealing with love, romance versus sex and passion. And it's almost like you might want both, or you might want there's something that you want that probably is not available to you in the way that you want it. Let's get some more clarity. We have the 7 of Wands here with Trapped in Fear. What else are you saying about this, Holy Spirit, for life path number 5s? With the 7 of Wands with Trapped in Fear for January 2020 for life path number 5s. Okay, yeah, so let me put these cards down so that you can see what came out. So we have the 7 of Swords here. We have the 5 of Wands here, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. Like, there's a lot of fighting and stuff going on right now. And there's been some deceitful behavior or some dishonesty either on your part or another person's part. And somebody hasn't been completely honest about how they feel and where they are and what they really want, right? So there's a lot of passionate, heated arguments happening about, you know, your what you want and what you're worth, and you've been giving of yourself, and someone has been giving to you. You know, the roles can be vice versa, but whatever it is, it's causing a lot of fear and sadness and depression and mental conflict, because you're going back and forth and someone is standing their ground with something that is not necessarily for them. And there's been some type of underhanded communication and deceit. And you could be giving too much. There's too many players involved here. Okay? And you could be giving too much of yourself to more than one situation, and it's causing turmoil and arguing and back and forth type of energy. And someone is feeling like they're getting the short end of the stick, or somebody is literally walking away with something that belongs to them. Whatever this is, it is causing a lot of mental conflict, and you are going to have to choose something. You're going to have to make a decision on something to cut something out, so that you can have some kind of stability in your life, so that you can have stability. Because right now, things are not balanced. They're not balanced. Okay, Holy Spirit, mental conflict. Why is mental conflict here for life path number 5 in January 2020? Why is mental conflict here for life path number 5 for January 2020? Why is mental conflict here for life path number 5 for January 2020? Tell me about mental conflict here. Oh, I see what wanted to come out, but I'm going to keep going. Mental conflict for January 2020 for life path number 5. Yeah, so you're wondering about putting the work into something. You're wondering, is it worth it to actually put the work into something, right? You're sitting there looking at all the pentacles and you're like, do I really want to do this? So that you're going to have to make some decisions. You're going to have to weigh some pros and cons. You're going to have to see, what's more important to you, and figure out some type of stability for yourself, so that you don't keep going through this turmoil and this back and forth and this just a lot of bickering and arguing and gossiping and having to deal with, some deceitful something that you don't necessarily, either it's on your end where you're not being completely honest about something, or someone isn't being completely honest about you and you're in a third party situation, or they are. But there are too many people involved in the situation, and you're just trying to figure out, do I want to put in the work? Tell me more about this 7 of Pentacles with this mental conflict. Tell me more about this 7 of Pentacles with mental conflict for life path number 5s for January 2020. Tell me more about this mental conflict for life path number 5 with this 7 of Pentacles, please. Tell me more about this mental conflict for... Okay, thank you. So there's going to be some type of swift movement in cutting something out, right? But you really need to sit and think about this. You need to go into meditation mode, because we have the Hermit card here, which is kind of like the same thing to me. It's like going inward and really figuring this out, because there's going to be something, either it happens, regardless, this Knight of Swords energy is coming full speed ahead to just make this cut, right? Because, you already have the King of Swords here and this choose wisely. So it's like in this mental conflict thing, it's like the Knight of Swords is coming in to say, you know what? Let me go ahead and help her with this, or help them with this, or help him with this, right? Because there is some real thinking that you have to do about what you want to do with this situation. And you're going to have to meditate on it, but trust whatever it is, it's something is getting ready to be cut. Something is getting ready to be exposed if it hasn't already either. Okay. Now, solar plexus, Holy Spirit, why is the solar plexus card here for life path number 5 for January 2020? Why is the solar plexus card here for life path number 5 for January 2020? Why is the solar plexus card here for life path number 5? Thank you. Okay. So you have the Four of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. Your self-worth is like saying this is what you feel like you know that you want, but you're wondering, am I worth having true love with a home and family, absolute true love and passion and all the good things that I want, or do I deserve being in this third party situation? You have a choice to make here. It's like, which one do you want? Which one is going to be more beneficial to you? Are you ready to make a decision about love or being in like this up and down limbo situation? So January 2020 is urging you to choose wisely. To choose wisely, what do you want? Do you want this stability? Like stability and absolute true love. Do you want that? If you do, you're going to have to cut something out that's not serving you, right? But you have some decisions to make because there's some passion and something that provides you with a level of passion that you really like, and it could be quite addictive, actually, but it just keeps coming in, and Spirit is saying you got to go inward and just figure it out. But you do know. You got to weigh the pros and cons, but there's something that just keeps coming back and giving you some conflict, mental conflict, and you're giving to more than one person something. Okay? And Spirit is saying that you got to make a decision this month about, what do you really want? Number 5. Okay, I hope that this was beneficial, helpful in some kind of way. Remember, if this does not resonate with you, it is not for you. This message is very specific, so if it resonates with you, then I'm glad. Maybe it will help you to make some really good decisions for yourself for this new year. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.